So as expected, Nuts isn't dead. It started off with Glammy, but literally the next day Albert came back. Glammy lasted all of like 30 minutes.
What's up, Scooter?
Oh, hey Albert, how are you?
Oh, hi, Albert.
Oh no, hold on. Technical, Johnny unplugged the fucking speaker so I can't.
Fucking Johnny, Mr. Glammy
He
nutted in the
might, he
cash
might have
cow.
not
Good to
done
have
it.
you here.
Hold on, because I got something to say. Hold on, wait.
Okay.
This is the non-tin of low-cal nuts, by the way. But I will say they evolved their nonsense very quickly in like 3 days.
I'm here. I'm here.
What's
How
up?
are you doing,
My
Albert?
mom's taking. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm doing great. How you doing, Scooter? What's going on, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm having
What's
a good
up,
day. I
Bill?
won't lie.
Oh shit! I almost knocked down the whole computer
Ooh,
thing. I had to with my knee.
heaven.
What's going on, motherfuckers? Because I don't even know what he's getting ready to do.
Everybody's
don't
gonna
know.
hate me for this. I'm gonna be completely honest, but fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna stop being a
He's
bitch, and
just
I'm just gonna.
Scooter clearly had a plan to do this at exactly an hour for some reason. Because, like, they spent another 10 minutes bullshit talking with Glammy, but here we go. Let's see Scooter's being done being a bitch.
Glammy, you know I like you. You know I do, but you're fired.
yes.
Welcome back to the show, Albert.
Oh,
This is the fucking
oh,
show. Fuck everybody that thinks Nuts is done. Fuck the chatters. Suck my
nuts
dick.
in
Suck my
nuts.
nuts.
Suck his nuts. Balls in your mouth.
So yeah, Nuts takes a very drastic direction from here. It's no longer an equal partnership as much as they're gonna tell you it is and how much you want to believe it. Scooter becomes an OBS monkey and Albert is the talent. Albert is the lolcow and he's just gonna let Albert does his thing. And honestly, I think this is peak Nuts. Albert is the most entertaining part. Scooter is just fucking Scooter, bro. It's like Scooter best moments is honestly on Bus. That's why he had to go to Bus to save that show, Short Bus, because he's better being a punching bag. But with Albert, Albert is just more entertaining. Like, he's an actual person and a character and not an NPC like Scooter. So then the next episode they did the reboot, right? Nuts are back. Like we're doing me and Albert, and honestly they figured out how to work together. Like whatever they did behind the scenes actually worked. They figured out how to work together, but it's all nonsense. It's all non-tent as fuck. I promise you, this episode sucked, and you can tell. Look at the views: 5K, 4.6K, 5K, right? 7K, but that's just because they streamed for 6 hours. 6K, right? This episode is notably lower. The whole episode was non-tent. It was so bad. I don't even want to click it again. Now, the truth revealed, they start Scooter has a plan, right, to reclaim the Stabbert meme or like the Stabbert whole thing. Like they have to lean into that. That's what Keem been telling them to do the whole time anyway. So they're finally doing it. But this episode, it's just the kayfabe was just really bad. It was just so bad. Like it was painfully bad.
Make Albert tell the full story because the thing is,
That's one guy-
I got the
that's
court
one guy-
record. I got the fucking court record, not the police report. The fucking bullshit shit that's been floating around Reddit. I have the fucking actual court
How
record.
the fuck did you get the court records? Who did you call them? U.S. fucking Army?
I've lived a life before I joined the LCU. That's all I will fucking say. I got it.
Come on, dude. I don't want that story told, dude. The truth cannot come out,
Albert, dude.
Come on, stop. Do you realize you might lose your co-host if we talk about this publicly? Come
Albert,
on, man.
we have to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Dude, you have to man up. You have to fucking take accountability for it. Like, seriously, I'm not
I
even
don't
fucking
wanna
around.
talk about it. Stop it. I don't want to talk about it.
Albert, come on, dude.
Like seriously, I'm not even fucking around. Like, how'd you get the documents? I have a life before the LCU. He says, I come from a family of lawyers later. It's just oh my gosh. It's just it's like Albert is clearly fake, but Scooter is like painfully fake. You know what I mean? Because he's already normally fake. So now he dropped his regular fake persona for this like I don't know, calmer, like I'ma tell lies persona. I really don't know what they're doing this whole episode. It never gets better. It never gets better. In fact, this stream was so bad they did not hit any goals. This is the first stream I think they never hit their goal. They didn't hit their goal, and they just had to reveal their little bit that they had at the end for it anyway. And part of me don't think Albert knew exactly what Scooter was gonna show, because the second like he showed like it was a meme like bit that he was gonna reveal the court document, quote unquote, like which we I don't know, if you had a half a brain you knew it was a fake AI slop bit thing like that Rastoff likes to do, because Scooter likes to be a mini Rastoff little snake. But once Albert saw what it was, he kind of relaxed for a bit. But before that, the only real moment that came from these guys is something that I typed actually. So here I put goal to embarrass Scooter.
Copy. Nobody can fucking request a copy other than you, apparently, Mr. Scooter. You can do whatever you want in this world, huh?
Nah, I mean, not anything, clearly. We don't need a goal to embarrass me. That happens enough on the other shows.
So you're gonna do a goal to embarrass me.
Dude, I said I would take down the goal, Albert. Do you want the goal up or not?
I mean, at this point, they're gonna be wondering, so I might as well put
They're not even gonna... Dude, they don't even want to hit the goal. They don't want to hear the story.
Put the goal back up. Because now you already done got me set on it. Let's do some, what else you got in that docket of yours? Besides this. Besides embarrassing Albert Day.
Dude, I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm not.
Albert's hilarious. Dude, Albert's so fucking funny. It's funny to me. He said besides this, besides embarrassing Albert Day. like, I don't know, that Albert's so entertaining. Like, I get what Keem sees, bro. I actually get what Keem sees. It's so fucking funny to me. Look, here's Kelly, which is a top nuts donator. She said, "Let's be honest here and pull back the curtain. This is a terrible skit. They were not hitting any donos, bro." And so they revealed it, and it was like he stabbed a bag of fucking green beans or something. I honestly don't know. It's nonsense, I promise. Okay, then they do a members only stream, which is on like a weekend, right? Where they just bullied a bunch of retards from their Discord. Like I kid you not. They had Skeeter come up and make animal noises. It wasn't interesting at all. The only interesting part actually was me getting fucking banned for the day. I got banned for 24 hours. I didn't watch Saturday morning cartoons because it was 6 hours and I was actually sleeping. But apparently Albert was saying a bunch of crazy stuff and he won a bunch of people over just being entertaining, which I already knew he was entertaining, which Keem was saying. And Angie showed up too. So I guess I might go through some of this. If there's any interesting thing from this, it will be somewhere in this video. This stream was another weekend stream, and honestly, was also a lot of content. I guess I don't even think I watched this one either, which is funny. I'm saying this because in like I think it's the yesterday's episode, Scooter tried to call me out in chat again for watching all the episodes, but I truthfully don't even know what happened these two episodes because they were all nonsense. I don't think they did anything interesting. They had Sweet Tea on to try to help carry the show like they do Bus, like Scooter does for Bus, I should say. But I think Sweet Tea was tired or something, and she was. I watched the end, and the only memory I have of this stream was Sweet Tea apologizing for not being on 100%, and then she left a little early. So honestly, nothing happened. This stream, I don't remember either. But it did get me to watch the next stream. Hold on. Let me figure out what happened. It was non-10. And you know why it was non-10? Because it was another weekend stream. All of these streams were weekend streams from the members all the way to canceled, right? And this stream was 6 hours. So like it was a lot of content that honestly I just wasn't there for. And that's so funny because now the yesterday episode was actually pretty good because Albert was doing this. He wants to save the world bit and feed the homeless, and they were trying to grift off of that, and they didn't make no money. So then they had to switch to helping the animals. It was a funny bit. And Keem came in, which is another thing for the entire universe, because Keem's probably going to be on the episode today. And there was actually a cliffhanger that led into today's episode.
I'm taking over the world step by step. I'm telling you that now. I'm taking over the fucking world step by fucking step, Scooter. You hear me? One step at a time. One step at a time.
Absolutely. What's your
I
first step?
vow. I vow right now. My first step is on the 1st of this month. I'm donating $200 to the wounded fucking warriors, and I'm gonna show the fucking receipt.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Albert doesn't
And
just
then the
talk
next
about making
month,
change. He fucking does it.
I'm gonna do it the first. I'm gonna show the fucking receipt. I'm gonna send Scooter the fucking email confirmation that I gave them a 200 that they received $200.
I mean, we're gonna need backers for your campaign. Well, and do you even want to be president? Like, I feel like it's much bigger than that, right?
It's much bigger than that. I want to be an activist. I want to be like Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. What do you?
Yes.
What do you? What do you? What?
No.
So, you know.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. I think Gandhi.
Why are
is
you
like,
laughing? Why do
I'm
you
not,
think this is funny?
No, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I swear, I'm not laughing.
And why do
I'm
you
not,
think this is funny?
No, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I swear, I'm not laughing.
Anybody that was in the VC with me last night knows I was being serious.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
I told you privately I was being serious, didn't I?
No, you did. Guys, he called me last night after we're done, and he's like, "Guys, this was something that I really care about. Like this wasn't like he was."
I'll prove it right now. Johnny, come here. I want to start with you.
Oh no.
Here's a roll. You're homeless. I'm feeding the homeless. No, eat it on camera. Eat it on camera. Eat it on camera. This is my first step towards helping the homeless. I just fed a homeless man right there in front of your eyes.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Why do you think that's funny, dude?
You're homeless here, Johnny.
You know what, Johnny? You come here too. I got something else for you. I have a Marlboro Ultralight for you. Here you go. I told that man at the store whenever I went and got this Cuban cigar. I told him I'm Andrew Tate's son. I need the same thing that he gets, and he gave it to me. He tried to give me $100 one. I just don't have Andrew Tate's budget. Eat the bread. You're hungry. Eat the bread. There's other homeless people that would eat that.
Don't let him waste that bread. Don't let him waste that bread.
If bread and water is good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for you. Bread and wine, actually. But
I mean, this
More proof that Albert carries, bro. Shit is so funny. He said, Johnny, I'm gonna start with you. That's so Kino, bro. I love it. Okay, so check this out. This is so interesting. Uh, all the shows are about making money, right? At the end of the day, and uh, Keem set the shows up in a interesting way where there's a lolcow and a wrangler for the most part, right? Like the nerds have their pair, their duo. Bus Rastoff is a wrangler, and this show Scooter's supposed to be the wrangler, right? Albert is a wild card, and the wild card is what you want in a lolcow, right? They say and do crazy stuff. But it's the wrangler's job to make the money, right? To make sure that the show is still a show that's profitable and they're making goals and that everybody's having fun and safe, right? And so they used the word goal 21 times this episode. 21 times, and they were not hitting a goal again, right? Remember, on Friday, they weren't hitting any goals. That was the Friday stream. Over the weekend, all those member streams, they don't need to make money. They don't need to like emphasize on goals and stuff like that. They can just do whatever they want, and they do a lot of hangout streams. That's fair. That's whatever. So like now during the main show, right? They need to Scooter's saying goal a lot. Right? They're trying to make they're making goals and they're changing goals and like it's not working. It's not working, right? So Keem has to come in. Here's Keem. Keem has to come in and like help them make him fix a goal. Like they start off doing the Albert Griff, right? He's like, make a goal, and they were gonna build a homeless shelter in Albert's backyard, like, which was gonna be funny or whatever, right? Make a goal, and we'll donate to whatever. We'll do this. So Keem comes in to help them griff and make proper goals, and this part is clean. Look at Scooter.
Day. Hey, can I ask you a question, Scooter? Why are you so creative on bus, but like I have to come in and make all the creative
I'm
goals
not
over here?
creative on bus. I'm not.
Yeah, but you are. Like I constantly have to interrupt this show and be like, no, the goal should be for this, or this is should be going on.
This is also why I hate Scooter, by the way. You saw how he responded to that? Keem asked him a real man-to-man question, a real simple question. He's like, hey, how come I have to jump on this show and fix y'all goals and make sure y'all make money? But on bus, you over there tap dancing. Rest off. Of all people, right? On bus, you're over there tap dancing. And I don't have to do this work on bus. Like Keem never has to go on bus. Wings go on bus more than Keem, but that's a different story.
Or
I suck
like
at setting
yesterday-
goals. Everybody knows I suck at setting goals. I suck at
No,
it.
Everybody knows, and they were here yesterday when you were trying to end the stream on everybody saying Albert's a bad guy because he's gonna cheat on his girlfriend. Instead of you almost cucked the whole save the veterans speech and save the homeless.
Well,
You were like,
he turned it around. I didn't expect him to go that way with it.
well, why didn't you make him turn it around, bro? What the fuck are you do we need someone else here to do the nutshell?
Yes.
You might like come on.
Yes. Yes. And this goes into lolcow live. Keem wants to be doing other things. He wants to fuck with the other shows, but he can't do that and set up the show for live and make sure live is making money. I guess is his argument because he said this today on Chubby. He said Boogie was sabotage if he let him set up the stream or make the thumbnail. Boogie would literally sabotage it. And then on live, he said this multiple times, but today for sure, I guess he's coming on nuts. So he wants to host nuts.
Scooter,
No,
like, keep
no,
your head
no,
in the
no,
game,
no.
dog.
Oh, I fucked it.
I had Boogie setting up the thumbnails and he purposely does them wrong so then I don't have to ask him to do it again.
Oh,
right?
God.
Like he sabotaged setting up streams, the easiest thing in the world. I made a video documentary, remember this, right?
Mhm.
Of like how to set up a stream.
Mhm.
Boogie still got it wrong every single time. And he did that on purpose so I would stop asking him to do it. And like Boogie sits there and cries, I'm burnt out, and Wing says they're burnt out. But y'all got to remember, like, they're doing 2 hours and maybe 10 minutes if you add a meeting a day. That's it.
Right.
And you're just joining a Discord call. You're literally doing nothing, right? Like when you run the OBS, like you got to, okay, I'm on this screen of this. We got to go here. The chat is saying this. I mean, there's so many mental gymnastics.
Right.
And then the entire time that I'm doing way more work, I'm being told by Wings and Boogie that I'm lazy and I don't do shit. So it's like, I'm fucking Keemstar. I don't need to do any of this shit. I'm set for life. Fuck off.
Right.
I just,
No,
That's just me covering my bases. Like I know what I'm talking about. I hear what these people say, and I know what they're doing. Like, don't listen to Boogie or fucking Wings about anything they fucking say. They're a bunch of liars and they're lazy fucks. That's why they're locals and they're trying to get the most money they can while doing the least amount of work. That's why Wings crying about him being burnt out. It's just pathetic, right? Boogie, even more pathetic. But at least Boogie tries by putting peanut butter on his face.
Okay, that's not true.
That's not ID laws.
Okay, let's see.
That is literally not true. I voted for Donald Trump, who's a Republican, and I am not a registered Republican. That is literally not true. I think you're talking about the primaries, maybe?
It could be the primary.
They start talking about politics because Wings is just babbling lies, and Keem doesn't want to talk about politics, but he's not gonna just let the wrong opinion be thrown out there like that. It's just what ID laws? Like, oh my gosh, what? That's not ID laws, you retard. But the Boogie just starts putting fucking peanut butter on himself. It's so Kino.
Sweat teas, unique takes.
Well, why is Boogie spreading peanut butter on himself?
Because he's bored.
Can't
Your
hear you.
mic is muted.
Anyhow, we can't.
But Scooter's not coming to work, bro. But he comes to work for Bus. You should see him tap dance over there. It's insane.
Well, then fire him off of there.
I can't. I told him and Rostov I'd let him do it.
What do you want me to do? You want me to fucking put on? Dude, you told me I can't do gay shit here. I do gay shit over there.
No, what I told you is that I didn't want you to like stop putting your effort into this show, but you kind of just like you kind of sit back and you just let Albert say whatever he wants, and then you're just like, cool. Like you turn into Batgirl all of a sudden, and Albert's Tommy C.
Albert's
It's
the
like, bro,
star of the show. That's why people are here. They're here for him, not me. I'm the OBS monkey.
No, you're both stars of the show, bro. You gotta contribute to it. Like wherever the
Okay,
content's
then tell me what is it? All right, tell me, because everybody talks about the vision of Nuts and how it's such a shitty show. Tell me, what is the vision of Nuts? What is the show supposed to be? What is my role here?
Your roles are two bros having a good time, but Albert's over there saying he's the pimp daddy of the world and all this shit. Like you gotta pivot, bro. All right. If we hit this goal, he's getting a date tomorrow. You know, like you gotta challenge Albert.
Okay.
You know, you went from trying to get Albert fired to now like just not challenging him at all, bro. You're like Batgirl.
We're trying to establish. Like, look, I'm trying to make sure Albert trusts me. I don't want to fuck him over.
You know how Tommy C will be like, yo, that's very weird. And Batgirl 2 seconds later will be like, yeah, I must say that's weird. Like, bro, like you're Batgirl, bro. You're just a parent.
Lolcow Cafe, random spot. I tried it 2 times. I'm not gonna lie, Keem's very accurate. I knew it was right, but I wanted to see. This is today's episode, by the way, which is a little different than the normal because Tommy actively pushed back on Batgirl today, which now I gotta show because I mentioned it, but random spot.
Kind of dispute in the kayfabe world of WWF, right? There we go. We got to take this to Jack Tunney. Jack Tunney looked very professional. It was like, all right. So they wrote him off the show. Nobody knows what happened to him. He's been dead for like 20 or 30 years, and nobody they didn't even write him off the show. Jack Tunney. I think Jack Tunney's gonna have to make a ruling.
A little unlucky. We're in the middle of a Tommy story. Just a little unlucky. Hold on. Watch this.
Oh,
Random spot.
involving Becky.
Let's
She's
all right.
amused.
Well, that'll be your next drawing, Batgirl. Do a Becky one, and then do it so we can get people to add to it.
Good.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
Try and make the most vile picture of Becky possible.
I like that idea. I do like that idea.
Make sure there's always make sure.
Thanks for the input, Batgirl. Thanks for the input. I promise. I should have recorded my test because my tests were really funny. I actually got it pretty good.
Somebody and have it like be really sad. There you go.
Yes.
That?
Country song.
That'd be funny.
Beautiful.
All right.
Also, wait, no
Scooter.
one takes Boogie seriously either. How can you take him seriously when he's covered
Yeah, no,
himself in peanut butter?
exactly. I mean, yeah. You got that, Sunshinery?
Everybody's a somebody.
Alright, there you go. There you fucking go.
Oh, no, I already brown nosed you enough, apparently.
You don't brown nose me at all. Listen, well, don't worry about what those assholes are saying.
No,
Please.
I just think it's funny.
Oh
do you think it honestly gets under my skin?
We do much about just yes. And I'm glad we're having this conversation. Yes, I do. I'm glad we're having this. This is long overdue. Yes, I think it bothers you. I think you say it doesn't, and then it bothers you. And it's all a bunch of fucking bullshit, right? Like
Why do you think it bothers
because
me?
I don't know, something that happened last week. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yes, I think it bothers you. I think it bugs you. Yeah, why wouldn't it bug you? I get it bugging you, but I think you should be honest if it bugs you or not. You know?
I would be honest if it bugged me, but it doesn't.
You
no.
would be passive aggressive about it like most women.
But isn't it kind of funny though? I do it just like to find comedic value in it. You know what I mean? To kind of like dog on it a bit.
I think a little bit, maybe a little bit, not like in a big way, but a little bit.
You're entitled to your opinion.
I'm asking.
Tommy,
Like,
I'm
look,
telling
you tell me no. You tell me no. I'll believe you. But I think I'll tell you what. What the fuck were we doing? It was
you don't believe me because I'm telling you that it doesn't bother me.
I think it does. You know why? All right, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I know it bothers you. Right? we listened to the thing with Nightmare, right? And I asked you, does
Yeah.
that bother you? And you said absolutely not. I said, let's work with it. Let's do A, B, and C. When we started doing A, B, and C, you kept interrupting me, and it seemed like you were trying to show Nightmare. See, I can do it. So I think it did bother you. Yes, you did. You did that. We had the whole plan, and then you were kind of like taking me off course, and it felt like you were trying to show him like. And what did I say to you before we went on? I said to you, don't be yourself. Don't be afraid to question. Don't be afraid to interject, but don't do it for the sake of proving them wrong. We got right to that part, and you did exactly that.
I feel like that's just my way of trolling, though, and picking
No,
fun. I just
we already
see it
agreed not
different
to do
way.
that. We already agreed not to. If we're gonna do a troll,
I
let's do a
flew
troll.
too close to the sun. I will admit that. I flew way too
And
close.
it wasn't. First of all, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that big a deal. But what's the original conversation is, does it bother you? When you did that, that told me it bothered you. If you would have asked me 10 minutes before we went on, I would say no, it doesn't bother. But I do. I think it bothers you, and I think it's good to be honest about it. If it bothers you, why shouldn't it? It's all bullshit. I'm satisfied.
Well,
The fans are satisfied.
It is all bullshit.
Yeah. So just say.
This was all my long roundabout way of promoting Cafe. Because even though I might not watch all of Cafe sometimes, but Tommy always has the right opinions. 9 times out of 10. And they cover situations around the LCU too, and they do stuff like their own thing. So like, if you ever want like the based opinion on what's happening around the LCU, just watch Cafe. Like, if you want one good show to get the gist of what's happening around the LCU, like the real stuff, not even like the kayfabe stuff, you could just watch Cafe if you don't want to watch like Rewind. That's basically what this was for. The chat hit the goal for Nuts, which was getting Albert to bring a date to the next episode. So today, September 23rd, episode of Nuts it's supposed to be a date between Albert and whoever he brings on stream. And that was all orchestrated through Keem. And Keem created that goal, right? Albert's talking about he's the pimp daddy, so he has to bring a date on stream, and we're gonna see how it goes down. Depending on how that goes down, I now for some reason have to answer the question if Albert's a virgin or not. I'm gonna determine it based off of this episode in particular. Yeah.
You're Batgirl, bro. You're just a parent, dude.
Albert needs to prove somebody that he had sex with. All
Yeah,
right,
you gotta like not because he's gonna like hire some. He's gonna pay some.
I don't care.
Bucks from the trailer park to say that like she. Fucked
I don't care. I'd rather have that. We're helping him with content. All right, instead of talking about
honestly, yeah, bring on a bitch you fucked because I don't believe him for a second.
I believe everybody.
Then I'm a bitch whenever I called him out for his fucking his takes on women yesterday. So if I go against him, you're like, oh, Scooter, everybody's holding Albert down, and then if I like, what do you want me to do?
You could have went against him on his takes on women, right? But that's not really what you were doing. You were trying to shut the show down.
We've been live for 3 hours, dude. I want to go to sleep. I had to take a shit.
Shutting the show down.
I never want to go to sleep.
I'm not shutting the show down without letting my partner and Nuts, like, to give a chance to redeem himself. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, he was getting a lot of hate during that time.
You're right. You're right.
And then you had your mom in the background. Oh my God, acting like he committed a crime. Like they keep doing this to Albert. Bro.
I don't disagree on that. But like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Scooter is
Everybody tries to paint a narrative about.
He's so spineless, bro. He has nothing to say. All he's gonna do is parrot what Keem's about to say. I'm sure.
Albert, like he's such a bad guy. He's a great guy. I don't know why anybody would say otherwise.
I want this show to win. I believe in it, and I need you to lock in and be creative, dude. Like Albert's being creative as fuck every show, dude. And I feel like, when you first started this, Scooter, you were crushing, and then somehow you felt like, oh, Keem doesn't want me to do this, or Keem doesn't want me to. Somehow we got a miscommunication on what I want for the show, and I feel like you're trying to like follow within the direction I gave you.
I am.
Yeah, but it's just miscommunication because that's not what I want, bro. I want you a part of this thing, bro. You're a star.
All right. Fuck bus.
And I just think we got miscommunication. I want you to be creative, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
see, Scooter's not even listening to what Keem's saying. He wants an actual character. and, and Scooter is better as a lolcow. He's better getting made fun of to do gay shit. Like, he was better. He was happier on dolls dressing up as a girl. He was happier putting on the Becky wig. He's happier dressing up as Bugs Bunny. Like, that's just Scooter. You know, he can run OBS. He's not a moron. But I don't know. He's just not a real fucking character, bro. But yeah, now that might be the cliffhanger. To end this video, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of the quick LCU because with nerds finally back in the daytime, we got the final schedule shift until next week because Keem said he wants to change everything up again October 1st, but we have Reaper starting everything off at 4 in the morning with Xylee, which apparently works with her sleep schedule, which is honestly pretty close to Rewind, which makes sense to me. Which leads into Chubby with my bae Angie. Shout out to Angie. Angie leads into Cafe based opinions. They do good over there. Leads into Nerds, actually. Yup, 10 a.m., which leads into Test, which leads into Nuts. Don't watch Test, which leads into Nuts, which this channel is about apparently. Nuts goes into their mom's channel, which is Queens, so they put them back to back so they can do more kayfabe stuff, I'm sure. Queens is honestly pretty decent. It's okay. And then it's okay, especially when Tina and Gidge are like working together and they're not just like doing a begging cry fest type of stream. It's dumb. But then you go into live, which it may or may not be peak or terrible, depending on if Keem does the show. This week, Keem isn't doing the show because I guess he just needs a vacation and he just wants to pop up on other shows and catch up on like back work. I'm sure he's gonna come back and he's gonna keep doing the show. 100%, I'm sure. Rewind, excellent, always good. No, it doesn't go in the rewind. It actually goes in the bus. Boring. Bus actually puts me to sleep now. I can't stand bus. Short bus was peak with Freshie, but now all they do is embarrass Scooter, listen to Sweet Tea say stupid shit, and rast off Ebex. It's such a boring cry fest. I don't know. I kind of hate it. And then they let people come up and talk shit, right? Like different hosts and stuff. They can come up and talk shit to each other. Like the Chubby Girls was on last night, and they argue with Albert. It was okay. Like honestly, it's not even worth going back and clipping. Like go watch it yourself if you really want to. It's not that. It's really not that good. Then you go on to Rewind, which is good with Billy. Balls is good if you like Billy. And then Aussie, which is Pete. And usually, if I fall asleep during short bus, because on it they put me to sleep twice now, and I'm not even joking. They put me to sleep twice now, listening to Rastoff and Scooter and Sweet Tea say retarded shit. But I usually wake up when Aussie starts, and then I get to watch Steak, and I think Steak is awesome. Steak is so funny. And he does a good job at torturing Ultra, and Kid Behind the Camera is cool. When they're not doing gay stuff, it's better. But even when they are doing gay stuff, like the recent stream, everybody was in drag. It's okay. It's just okay. But yep, that's the LCU in a nutshell this week.